So, McCall released their summer collection yesterday, and so I'm here to do my first impression. I want to remind everyone as we look at this little cover image that each of the big four brands have identified their demographic this year, and McCall's is definitely trending toward the younger sewist. So just keep that in mind as we go through these. This might not be for everybody, um, but if you have someone in their 20s, someone who, has a lifestyle that's like young and bright and vibrant, this might be the collection for you. So the very first pattern we have here is a jacket. It looks like, click image to zoom, it looks like some kind of metallic tweed or something, but check out her eyeshadow. This is what I'm talking about. This is them specifically calling out a demographic in the choices that they're making with the age of the models that they're choosing and the styling. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Try not to hate on the patterns just because they're not your style, I guess, is my point. Okay, so the jacket, it's like a little moto jacket, long sleeves. Looks like there's like a little zipper here, and the sleeve, a kind of larger lapel. Yeah, here's a really cute line drawing. If you made this out of something that wasn't, glittery or metallic, you could certainly have a classic moto jacket here. You don't have to wear green eyeshadow either. There it is, zipped up. Really cool, classic. I love a moto jacket. Even sort of the basics of how they have it styled here with like skinny jeans and a tight-fitting tee and heels is really, really cute, I think. There's the back. There's a yoke involved, but that's really it. I don't see any other seam lines in the back. Oh, and it's a Nicole Miller, so that's really cool too. All right, here are our line drawings again. So you've got a lot of different interesting details going on up here. It's almost like a vest over a jacket, which is kind of cool. Lots of fun, high-end Nicole Miller type design elements, which is really cool. If you make something like this, people are definitely going to be like, whoa, I can't believe you made that, just because of these few little designs. This, I think, is where the wearing ease across the back is. Like, instead of there being ease built into the center back, I think, this allows you to kind of bend your arms and your shoulders forward and reach forward. Even this little detail of how the top stitching is offset a little bit is really cool. I love this. I would totally make this and wear it. Totally. Notice another price increase. I think that this is something we're going to see across the board. And I also believe that they are going to do away with their $3.99 sales. I think it's just going to be a percentage, 20%, 50%, whatever it is. I can't tell what's going to happen at Joann and all of those places. I think they might be under some sort of contract or agreement that allows them to sell the patterns for so cheap. But once that expires, I feel like that will be the end of super cheap patterns. So just get used to it. All right, so the sizing here is 6 to 14 and then 16 to 24. Average sewing rating, designer Nicole Miller, biker style jacket with welt pockets and back shoulder flange. That's what I was talking about with the kind of the range of movement ease built in there. Tweed, wool blends, faux leather, novelty fabrics. It's fully lined. I would also add in denim would be kind of cool. Any of those like jacket weight fabrics I think would be awesome. Yeah, I was just racking my brain of some other things, but okay, 16-inch separating zipper, and then two 7-inch zippers for the little sleeve detail. And then you really don't need a ton of yardage at all, which is great because sometimes these fabrics can be kind of expensive. And then your lining, and then look at this, a finished bust line measurement right here. So it's kind of a little bit loose fitting. Certainly not fitted. I typically make a 14, and this would give me 8 inches of ease. Wait. No, 6 inches of ease. Cool. Good start. Next up, we have another glittery number. Oh, and I forgot all about the names. This one is called, oh, I guess the Nicole Miller one doesn't get a name because it's Nicole Miller. That's interesting. So this one is called Astrid. And we've got the, large sequins going here. Let's get into some style lines. Okay, so it's basically an oversized t-shirt, right? This one has some cuffs. It has a collar band. There's long sleeves with a cuff as well. Tie-dye, which is definitely having a moment. And then here's our girl. Is this Coney Island? That's kind of cool. Yeah, so they're really pushing, oh, this is a Learn to Sew level 1, where you'll learn flat sleeve construction and then how to sew a neckband. But definitely the braids, the little tinted glasses, they're pushing a younger vibe here. But if you look at the line drawings, it's like kind of a cool t-shirt. I think they're going to be pushing the novelty fabric element to this, but you could certainly make it out of other fabrics as well. The cropped version is kind of cool and cute. That's what she has, where it's hitting, it's not cropped like up here. It's hitting, at the high hip, which is, that's where I like for my tops to hit. And I love this little cuff detail. This is kind of like, I've got 1,000 of these, no big deal, but I mean, I don't hate this either. Pull over knit t-shirt with neckband and sleeve variations. So, and then moderate stretch knits, 35%. So that's, I mean, that's going to be a lot of different knits. I mean, it's not going to be your like Ponties and stuff, but I don't think you would want a t-shirt out of that anyways. Cotton knit, novelty knit, interlock, jersey. No notions. All the sizes are in one package. That's kind of nice. You need a little more than a yard for everybody. Oh, for 60 inches, you need, wait, what is this? Oh, ABC. Okay, sorry. I'm losing my mind. Yard and a half-ish. Here's our finished bust line measurements. Again, very loose fitting here. So depending on how you like your stuff to fit, you could even size down and you would probably be totally fine. $14 for that basic t-shirt though. I'm gonna have a hard time with that. Whoops. Her facial expression is like such a teenager expression, right? Like, Mom. Ugh. Okay, but we've got this curved waistband, which we've been talking about the last few collections, is very on trend and ready to wear right now. This one has a really beautiful crossover surplus bodice with a grown-on sleeve. The I guess the skirt or the lower part of the bodice is kind of a circle situation, flaring away from the body. This is really pretty. There's the basic line drawing. There's actually a little shoulder pleat here, which is also really beautiful. There's a longer version. I could see this easily being extended to a dress. Super cute. The back has a little bit of elastic. So the front is just sewn in, and then the back has elastic to kind of pull it in a little bit. But it's not like so much fabric back here that it's like billowing and makes her look like a linebacker, I don't think. I think it's very flattering. Another win. So cute. And so the sleeves have different lengths. This is the one she was wearing. So cute. And I really liked how, I mean, this is very modest. You know, it covers all the cleavage, which is good. Sometimes, you know, with these patterns, they're showing a little bit too much. But is the PDF pattern any cheaper, I wonder? No, same price. All right, all the sizes in one, alphanumeric, extra small through extra large. Pull over dolman faux wrap with hem variations. Cute. Lightweight drapey fabrics, crepe, crepe de chine, charmeuse, stable knit. Obviously, all of your rayons would be great. If you wanted something a little more structured, you could go into the cotton voile. You could do like laces or eyelets or, you know, something like that. Just know that it's going to stand away from the body a little bit more. All you need is a little bit of elastic. 1¼ yards of elastic sounds like a lot, though, just for the back. That might be a misprint. And then fabric, you need, yeah, I mean, obviously closer to 2 yards for the longer version. And then again, it's a very roomy bodice. So here is your finished bust line measurement. But really, measurement wise, the only thing that's fitted is this waistband, and it's cinched in with elastic in the back. So that's even a little bit forgiving. I mean, I wouldn't say you could make an extra large if you're an extra small person and it would look fine, but like you could fudge it a little bit and you would be okay. Does she have glitter on her face? Oh, wow, interesting. Okay, well, that's fun. I didn't notice that the first time around. Cute though. Sierra. Okay, here is the same model. Okay, this is called Indigo. It's definitely not my style, but you have these, I don't even know what this is called. This little shield thing, and with the gathered bust holders. A bunch of pretty seaming though, and then a waist seam, and then some kind of asymmetrical skirt. I will also note that the fit is pretty great. There it is without a skirt, so just the crop top, little buttons. Again, I know that I have seen this on like Kendall Jenner and like, you know, all those young, cool 20-year-olds, and they wear it with those like oversized mom jeans, you know, and it looks great on them, but it's definitely not for me. but I can see where they got their inspiration for this for sure. Oh, pink hair. Okay, here's the back. The fit in the back is not as great as the front, but you've got these long darts, and then the scoop neck, and then the skirt is all one length across the back. Indigo. It does appear that B at least comes to the waist. This is like at your rib cage. And I'm trying to think, okay, if you added like a skirt that was, that was fully closed here and was all one length and made it into a dress, would that salvage it at all? And I don't know. I don't know that this is for me, this little like accentuating the breasts. That's just not my thing. I'm trying to even think if I were younger, if I would have liked that. I don't know. Okay. So 6 to 14 and then 16 to 24 on the size range. Bustier tops with peplum sleeve option. Okay. Sateen, taffeta, cotton blends, and poplin. Oh, it's also lined? Yuck. Hook and eye tape. That's for the center front. You need like no fabric for the crop top. I can't believe that whole thing is lined. That seems so uncomfortable. And then a little more than a yard for the longer one. And then the one with the skirt, you need about a yard and a half-ish. And then length and width finished. So, okay, this is the first one that I've seen where it's like clearly meant for just one type of person. The other ones, the fabrication made it seem a little bit younger, but all in all, anybody could pull it off with a different kind of fabric. Okay, now we've got Celeste. Again, with like the shiny, shimmery fabrics. Now, you have to also keep in mind that they designed, photoed, built this whole collection like 6 months ago, maybe even more, maybe even a year ago, way before all of this quarantining was going on. So this might have been sort of like an alternative prom look before we knew that they were going to cancel all of that stuff. It could be like I don't know if you guys have like a beach week or like a first week where everyone who graduates goes to the beach and like parties all week. It could have been intended for something like that. Some kind of event for teenagers. But let's just get into the line drawings because, again, what we are learning from this collection is that just because they made it in some shimmery fringe fabric doesn't mean that it can't be cute and totally wearable for those of us who aren't wearing shimmery fringe. Okay, so we've got a strapless version with bust darts. I think these are fisheye darts. And then a little like fun, flirty ruffle at the bottom. Here it is with a little V-neck. That could be really cute. Here she is. The shape of this is adorable. Like adorable. I can see a lot of people wearing this. If this is just like a ribbon as a strap, I don't know about that though. Which is exactly what it looks like. The back is super cute. You guys know I'm a sucker for like a showy back. But the ribbon as the straps, I don't know about that. I might be more into like a self fabric situation. But I guess they couldn't really do that. So maybe it's not. I think this might be like a satin or something because they couldn't do the straps out of this fringe. I wish I could see the back. Okay, here's what she's wearing. And it looks like they're indicating, is this an overlay? Okay, the back again, super cute. Here's the strapless version. There are fisheye darts in the front and the back, which I love. This one is so cute. I think lots of different age groups can wear this. I love how it's got an A-line skirt. And then, of course, you can swap out, you can add these straps to this version and put a ruffle on this one. You guys know that, though. All right, let's get into this a little bit more. 6 to 14 and then 16 to 24 on the size range. Lined shift dress with strap variations, open back option, and flounce hem option. Yes. Cute. All right, fabrics. Satin, cotton blends, contrast A, sequins, beaded fabric, that would be beautiful, and then novelty fabrics. I mean, this cotton blends category is pretty broad. But I think even like a chambray, a seersucker, I mean, I think you could do a lot of different fabrics. It's a pretty basic silhouette, so. All right, now for A, the backless version, you need a 7-inch zipper, and they have boned it. There is boning in it. I kind of love that. And then the other two versions, you need a full length 22-inch zipper and then boning as well. I wish I knew. I'm guessing the boning is sewn into these seams. That's kind of great for this strapless version. I wish that they included some of that, I don't know, it's like rubbery stuff that helps it stick to your skin a little bit better. Interesting. I'm kind of digging this one. So you need a yard of fabric basically for that backless dress version. And then, oh, okay. My bad. All right, so a yard for the straps? That seems like a lot. And then a yard for the dress. And then here's your lining. It's actually really well designed. A fully lined shift dress with boning. I mean, that's a lot of horsepower. And then for B, 1 1/8 of a yard of fabric. And C, I think B is the one with the flounce. And then C, oh, strapless though. And then C is 1.5. So here's your bust line measurements. Again, I typically make a 14, which is this category. So this would give me roughly 3 inches of ease. So, I mean, it's definitely supposed to be fitted. So keep that in mind. And then here's your hip line measurement. I normally grade out 2 sizes. So it's pretty fitted in the hip as well. But I think it's cute. I'm digging Celeste. Oh, look at this one. This one is, also Celeste. You know that's not right. Okay, definitely not my style. I don't wear things that are this fitted, but definitely I could see all sorts of age groups wearing this. But it is a raglan sleeve, very wide set neckline, which is really pretty, and it has all this ruching going down the center front, which is so cute. I think this is a sheer over some kind of metallic is what they have done, which is really beautiful. Here it is with a strap instead of that raglan sleeve. And then you've got a big wide bell sleeve. How cool is that? There she is with her micro bag. And then here's the back. no seams at all. Yeah, I think it's just one solid piece cut on the fold even. Yep. This version is so cool. Like, definitely Fleetwood Mac vibes, like 70s, but like hot 70s. Yeah, and this is with the sheer overlay. Okay, that one's cool. Obviously the name is wrong, but ruched knit pullover dresses with and without sleeves, 6 to 14 and then 16 to 24 on the size range. Moderate stretch knits, jerseys, cotton knit, interlock, and then B has a mesh overlay, and then they're all fully lined. Yeah, fully lined with some kind of stretch lining. And then 7/8 of a yard of twill tape. Not quite sure what that is for. Elastic. I think that's for the neckline for B and C. Oh no. Maybe the twill tape goes down the front. And then B and C. Hold on. B and C get the elastic. So that must be for the neckline. Okay. And then 2 and almost 3 yards of fabric for A. Well, because it's like, a full dress and then a full dress overlay. And then 1.5. Sorry, I just totally spaced out. And then, so A is this, B gets A plus B, I guess. And okay, you guys get it. Measurement at bust line, super fitted. Actually, there's negative E's. Yeah, negative E's, super fitted, tight knit dress. Cute. All right, now we've got this version, kind of journey. Whoa. So again, with the idea that this was all designed like, as much as a year ago, this is like definitely festival vibes. Um it's actually really pretty cool. I mean, not for me, but if I saw someone wearing this, I would be like, "You go, girl." Okay, so we've got a raglan sleeve with a whole bunch of tiers. You've got a neckband. Whoa, totally different look, but beautiful. Halter top with that same neckband. They just sewed hers out of like fishnet or some kind of mesh, so it's see-through. Put on some biker shorts and a bra top, and then accessorized it with like a rockin' belt. I don't know. It's kind of cool. This one has a huge teardrop. She's really liking it too. I can always tell on the models' faces what they think of it, and she's really liking this outfit. All right, let's get into it a little bit more. 6 to 14, 14 to 24 on the size range. Tiered pullover sheer dresses with elastic neckline. Elastic neckline. And raw hems. Oh, raw hems. Elastic neckline? Maybe they mean like fold over elastic? That must be what it is. Here's the version she had on. So they're all sheer? It doesn't have to be, but that's how they're designed. That's interesting. Yeah, lace, tulle, mesh, and shears. But obviously, if you made this from a challis, it would not be sheer. It wouldn't impede the fit, I don't think. I mean, shears tend to be a little bit stretchy just because there's so many holes in them. So maybe size up one? I don't know. But then again, do you already own a dress that's intended for opaque fabrics? Probably. This one's just so pretty. But so all of them you wear with your undergarments showing. Okay. Kids these days. Okay. Elastic. They're just saying 1/8 inch elastic. Oh no, it is full. I'm so confused. So this regular elastic goes somewhere. The button goes on the back with the teardrop opening. And then yes, fold over elastic for the top neckline. This is interesting chart. They don't have the sizes on here. But yeah, you kind of need a little bit of fabric. But sheer fabric is so cheap. Okay. Bust line measurement. Pretty fitted. I really want this to like work for me, but I've passed those days of my life. But that's okay. They were fun while they lasted. Okay, now we've got Maybell pullover knit dress with drawstring detail. Again, calling on the tie-dye with their styling. So, I can't tell what's a braid, what's hair, and what's trim. I think this is the drawstring, V-neck. No, that's her necklace. This is the drawstring ruching to create this little asymmetrical hem. It's also a grown-on dolman sleeve. This is a cute little, like, I don't know, maybe beach cover-up. Oh, but that version's very, like, I'd wear that to Target. Again, with the V neckline, grown-on sleeve. This one, I think, has a curved hem. And then this has this really pretty detail. I love that. The silhouette of a dolman knit top that's sort of fitted in the waist and then flares out at the hip creates an hourglass figure. For those of you that don't have one, it tricks the eye into thinking your shoulders are wide, your waist is super narrow, and then your hips flare out. So that's nice. She's got it with some little sneakers. Again, kind of maybe another take on like on a beach boardwalk, with the tie-dye and stuff. But you could make it out of a, I don't know about double brushed poly for summer. That's a little warm, but definitely some kind of cotton blend or jersey that wasn't tie-dye, and it would look super chic. I can't tell if there's cuffs here. There might be. No seam in the back. Yeah. So all of the shaping is kind of built in, curved seam lines. There is a cuff here. I bet you need a lot of fabric for it because there's really no seam lines at all. I think it's cute. All your sizes are alphanumeric, all in one package, extra small to extra large. V-neck pullover knit dresses with drawstring details. Moderate stretch knits, cotton knit, jersey, interlock, and velour. That would be interesting. If you wanted to make this for the fall, I mean, this version you could totally wear any time of year. The double brush poly would be really nice. 2 yards of cording, and then 1.5, depending on the version you're going to make. Again, all the sizes in one. You need just a little bit of fabric for it. And then bust line measurement and hip line measurement. Pretty fitted. Negative V's for both. Which is surprising because of the dolman sleeve. But normally dolman sleeve patterns are a little more roomy, but you can see it is pretty close fitting for her. So, okay. Next up, we've got coming indoors for our photo shoot now. Not that that means anything at all. It's just weird things that I notice. Okay, so a handkerchief top. Now, who remembers these? Like, I've already worn this. Like, I went through this phase 20 years ago, right? It definitely had tops just like this. They were made literally with a handkerchief of fabric. All right, this one has this like halter detail with a little peplum. And then there's also like a little bit of draping on the center front, which is actually really pretty. There it is in tie-dye again without the ruffle. And then your asymmetrical hem. It's a super, super cool, cute look. I'm kind of glad to see it come back. I don't want to be showing this part of my body though, but for those of you that can, I actually really enjoy it. Okay, the back is lace up. That's fun. Let's see the back of the other ones. Okay, yeah. So they're all, this is more like a swimsuit. The closure is you just tie the fabric into a knot. And then this one laces up as well. Definitely some cool kids out there who could pull this off for sure. Sizing is alphanumeric, all in one, extra small to extra large. Bias cut, which is a nice detail, which I've talked about before, but it basically just means that when it wraps around your body, it just does it. And I don't know, it's like science. I don't know how to explain it, but the fabric just hugs your body in a way that's very flattering, but also very comfortable. Back lacing and tie views also. Charmeuse, crepe, challis, and crepe de chine. No notions. Not lined. No bra. For those of you who are wondering. But, you know, when you're in your teens and 20s, they're where they're supposed to be. So who needs a bra? Okay, here's the yardage. You know, 1.5 yards or less. And then no finished measurements at all. Maybe because it's almost like doesn't apply because you just lace it up to be however tight you want. Lyra. All right, now we've got a top called Heather. This one's interesting with the cutouts. So it's one shoulder with a sleeve, and then it ties on the side to create this cutout. There's a seam here. This seems like it doesn't fit her well. Okay, there it is without a sleeve, but with a little peplum. There's 2 sleeves, not asymmetrical. Maybe the styling's off, like this fabric with jeans is weird. I mean, I don't love asymmetrical tops to begin with. I don't mind the cutout at all. This one's kind of cool, but again, I don't want to be showing my midriff anywhere. This is just maybe too far outside my like anything I would ever even look at in a store. I would just walk right past this, no matter what fabric it was made from. But it also looks like it doesn't fit very well. This sleeve looks huge. I mean, a little bit better there, I guess. But here, there's just so much ease. Like, she has such little arms. And then this is like, I don't know, oddly fitting and then tapers down at the wrist. Plus the styling, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting Heather. Moderate stretch knits, jersey interlock cotton knit. You need some elastic somewhere. Maybe in the neckline. Maybe she also just looks a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know. Something about it is just not. I'm not liking it. 2 yards ish. Bust line measurement. Yeah, there's like not negative ease. So it's kind of loose. Maybe that's why she looks uncomfortable, like it's gonna fall down. Like she can't really move. Yeah, no. Moving on from Heather. Next we have Portia. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, Portia is a sheer, high-low dress overlay thing. Oh, and then also this top with ruched sleeves, pleated sleeve cap, peplum. There's another version, asymmetrical high-low with ruffle sleeves. I don't get it. She's really working hard for the money that she made that day, though, isn't she? They're like, dance around. Center back zip? Seriously? I'm trying to get past the weird polka dot fabric. But even still, like these little sleeves and this application here is odd. Oh man, we're really hitting a rut here. I hate when this happens. Like the line drawing of this is really cool, right? I think that's really kind of fun in the way they have it styled with the t-shirt and the skinny jeans underneath. I could see myself wearing that. Something about those photos though made it seem, I don't know, maybe it's that weird plastic fabric. Like maybe if this were a lace or I don't know, some kind of more elegant sheer. And then this doesn't even say that it's meant for shears. So the center back zip of a sheer thing kind of just eliminates all of that. But you could definitely make this out of like a challis or something and then still wear the skinny jeans underneath it, and that would be kind of cool. Something about that. I don't know. It's like it's giving me heebie-jeebies. Um, so it is Mrs. and Women. So you have 8 to 16 and then 18 to 24 in your size ranges. Tops with peplum and sleeve variations is the description. Organza, ponte, netting, taffeta. Yeah, I think if it were like drapier, maybe it would be better. Yeah, I just don't know what it is. Okay. Fabric, you need like 1.5, 2 yards ish. Oh, and then up to 3 1/4. interfacing. I'm guessing that's for the zipper and neckband areas. So you have different cup sizes. That's nice. And then, yeah, it's pretty, I mean, it's like semi-fitted, I guess would be the category it would fall into. All right, next up, Sky. Again with more tie-dye. But how beautiful is this? It's got this draped neckline, really beautiful, and then ties on both sides, creating this little scooped hem. I wouldn't be surprised if this were not hemmed, but it actually might be. This is just such a more elegant tie-dye than those other ones that they've been using. There it is with just one side tied. There it is with no sides tied. I think it's cool. Whoa, look at these shoes. There's the back. I love that. Even kind of just for like lounging around. Certainly a good like beach vacation, you know, if they were trying to incorporate some of that into their collection before all the beaches closed. Extra small to medium and then large to 2X. So this does go up one other size. Bias cut slip dresses with cowl neckline with and without drawstring details. So it might not be knit. Bias cut dresses, you guys, if you've never tried one before, it really, even if you think that you have like a lumpy, bumpy figure that's too curvy for that fitted of a dress, I'm telling you, there's something about bias cut that just is so universally flattering. But yeah, it's woven. So charmeuse, crepe, crepe de chine, challis. I mean, that, yeah, you could definitely make this not in tie-dye and it would be super elegant, super chic. I mean, think like a satin. I mean, this version in like a satin would be really beautiful. Okay. Pretty much the same yardage for all of them. Bust line measurement, pretty roomy. Hip line measurement, also pretty roomy. Cool. I love this one. Sky. Next. Ooh. Raven. Okay, Raven. I don't hate it. You guys might be surprised by that, but I don't hate it. Mrs. Empire Seam gathered dresses in various lengths, necklines, and straps. Okay, strapless with the little arm thing. I'm interested to see if this is attached. But you have your Empire Seam gathered, very roomy skirt with a ruffle hem. Here's a really sweet alternative where you have actually a strap and a voluminous blouson type sleeve with a cuff. No ruffle, it just flares away. There's a maxi version with some ruching at the bust. Oh, they put her in sneakers. Okay. And then I think that's a center back zip. Raven. So yeah, it looks like these are attached, which is nice. Sometimes they'll just sell them like separate like sleeve bands and it's really odd. But try and imagine like this version shortened or even with this skirt with the ruffle, like swapping out all of the bodices and the skirts with each other. I like it. I even like this version. You know what I haven't seen a lot of is pockets. It's like they just were like, we're done with pockets. 6 to 14 and then 16 to 24 on the size range. Empire seam gathered dresses in various lengths, necklines, and straps. Cotton blends, gingham, Dobby. Dobby would be cute. Dotted Swiss. And then I think the bodice might be lined. You need an invisible zipper, elastic, and single fold bias tape. 2 yards-ish for the shorter versions, and then a little more than 3 yards for the maxi. And then width and length garment measurements. Cute, right? I don't know how it stays up without any boning or anything like that, but if you can get it to stay up, more power to you. I will be making something with straps. All right, now we've got Dawn. Dawn is cute. Dawn looks like a button front, V-neck, flutter sleeve, maybe grown on with like a little ruffle. Maybe some kind of seam here. Also a curved empire seam. Yeah, cute. So cute. That's midi length. Love that. Love the sleeve. They put her in some heels. No more sneakers. The back even has a scooped back and then like a little gather detail. That's cute. I love this. This is right up my alley, right? I kind of love all the versions. That never happens. Little bust gathers. So cute. You can make this out of like 1,000 different fabrics. 6 to 14 and 16 to 24. It's also interesting to see how few set-in sleeves there are. So many grown-on sleeves, which, I mean, they're a breeze to sew, so I'm all here for that. And then in the summertime, I don't know, that kind of makes sense to have something like looser and like, not so fussy. Yeah, we did the sizes. Okay, Empire seam button front dresses with length, dolman sleeve variation, and flounce details. I love a flounce. Cute. I want them all. Crepe, challis, cotton blends, dotted Swiss, eyelet for sure. Seersucker. So many options. Voile. Totally. 8 or 10 buttons. 2.5-ish. Oh, although B's the version without any flounces, I'm guessing. Yeah, no flounce on B and the shorter length. Less than 1.5 yards. So use up your stash. Loose fitting bust and very loose fitting at the hip line. Love it. Dawn is going to happen. Next up, we've got Meadow. Dawn and Meadow. Ooh, Meadow is beautiful. My goodness. So we've got really stunning wrap bodice with a strap and then a wrap skirt with some kind of like pleats or seams or something's happening here. And don't be freaked out by the leg slit. You can tell she's like holding the skirt back some. So that's not, if she lets go, I think it falls, in a normal way. So pretty, am I right? There it is with a high-low hem. You guys, this is a stunner. See the slit? You can't even tell. Oh, the back, the straps crisscross, and there's a big bow. Oh, you guys know I love a bow. So do these wrap to make that bow? Oh, they do. Oh, I need this one right away. I love this. I love this. That is so pretty. Meadow. 6 to 14, 14 to 24. They're calling it easy. Tie back faux wrap dresses with length and hem variations. So cute. Crepe, yes. Cotton blends, stable knits even. Challis. I mean, I bet you could make this out of any lightweight fabric in your stash. Like, I wouldn't go like wools or like suiting or anything like that. But like some of those knits, you just size down. Oh, so cute. So you need a lot of fabric because of that bow. 3 1/4, 3 5/8, almost 4 for the max or the midi length. The bodice appears to be lined. I also wonder if it's basically like if these wrappy parts are like an overlay where you have like a full bodice underneath them and then these wrap around. Do you know what I'm saying? I bet that's why you need a lot more fabric than you would think too. Just one zipper to get it on, and then a fairly fitted bust and hip. So cute though. Yeah, love Meadow. All right, now we've got, looks like Daisy. Little fit and flare. This is their, this goes into their plus sizes, the women's sizes. What is happening? What is happening? This fit model is, maybe they're misses where they, when they, because she was the girl that the other sheer one looked funny on. Maybe their drafting or something for Mrs. is off. Look how like up in her armpit this is. But the Empire seam is in the right place. The waist seam seems to be okay. There's like a little peplum overlay and then a little doodad, flouncy ruffle thing, which is really pretty. But what is up with this bodice? There is a more fitted version with no frills. That version's stunning. I love that. I love an exaggerated like waistband, like a midriff, I think they'll call it. And a scoopy thing out of a challis floral. Yeah, totally. I'm here for that. Straight across the back. And then, yeah, you can't really see with this fabric, but center back seam. Yeah, I just don't know what is up with the fit on this model. Something's not right. Daisy. Yeah, I mean, that is not how it looked on her. Again, kind of just fussy. The line drawings here actually aren't as appealing as the illustrations. You know, like even her version, this looks strange in a line drawing, but on her, it looked, you know, from here down, it looked really cute. Sorry, can y'all hear Sonny crying? Sorry. He's fine. He just whines a lot more in his old age. 8 to 16 and then 18 to 24 on the size range. Dresses with skirt variations, cup sizes, and flounce details. So maybe that's where they're going wrong. Like they're making her a cup size that she's just not. I mean, that is odd how that's like up in her armpit. Like all of this is like way too high. The straps are too short. Something is happening. But at the same time, if you lowered them to where they're supposed to be, that's like, I don't know, I'm guessing like 2 inches, then all of this would be off. It would be way too low. Something to check for if you're going to make this for sure. Check those straps. All right. Gingham, cotton blends, crepe, taffeta. And looks like the bodice is lined. Oh, no. Maybe the whole thing is lined. There's a lot of lining. 1.5 yards. A zipper and a hook and eye. There's your fabric requirements. And then your bust cup measurements. And your hip line measurements. Yeah, kind of a fitted hip. More fitted than you might think. It has potential though. You just got to check a few things. All right, our last row. We've got a vest. Okay. It's like the Vogue designer was like, hey, McCall's got this vest left over that we're not putting in our collection. Do you guys want it? And McCall's was like, sure, we'll put it on a teenager and call it a day. Okay, so you have a notched collar, a 2 chest pockets, angled pockets on the hip, and then large button front. There it is. What's different? More fitted? Yeah, this one looks more A-line, I guess. This is really pretty though, this seam line. There it is unbuttoned. That's a little bit cooler. Here's the back. Doesn't fit her well at all. Definitely too narrow. Center back seam, I think, is all we've got here. It's even like pulling the lining out in a weird way. Like this? What is that? Oh, it's a Melissa Watson. Which is like, of anybody who should not be having fit issues, it would be her. Palmer plush and all. That's interesting. It is advanced, which I believe with all these little pockets. I'm sure it's fully lined. 6 to 14 and then 16 to 24. Lined, tailored vest, jacket, or dress with flat pockets. Which is also why there's this really beautiful fisheye dart here. And there is a seam here. So you actually have side panels versus a side seam. So the fit issue across the back for her really should not be happening. Wool blends, wool flannel, gabardine, wool crepe for summer? This is definitely like a leftover. Like we forgot to put this in our winter collection. This feels like such a weird afterthought after everything light and bright, and now we've got this. I don't know. That seems odd. 7 buttons plus 2 buttons plus shoulder pads. Fabric requirements, and then your finished bust and hip measurement. Yeah, just strange. Okay, Bluebell. Bluebell. Bluebell is still giving me 70s vibes for sure. It also might be sheer. I think these are like a tulip hem sleeve detail. Ties in the front. Again, I have worn this before, like a long, 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 long time ago. It's cute. I love it as like a little overlay. Almost like a sheer batik fabric, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you still got some fitting with the darts in the back, tie in the front. These are adorable sleeves. I love this. I love them all. That's really cute. I don't have anything like that in my closet, and it might be nice to have like a little overlay to wear over like tank tops and jeans. Plus, do a little bit of learning. What is it called? Like extended learning, continued education with working with shears. That could be fun. Alphanumeric. All the sizes are in one. That makes total sense. Tie front flounce jackets with sleeve variations. Yep. Georgette, crepe, chiffon, and voile. Totally. Single fold bias tape, one package. I'm thinking, gosh, I don't know. I wouldn't buy bias tape. That stuff's like real crispy for these kind of fabrics. But I'm guessing maybe the neckline? No idea. You actually need a ton of fabric for this thing. That's surprising. And then they give you a finished length measurement. Cute though. I feel like, depending on the fabric you find, it could be definitely a necessary item in your wardrobe. All right, now we've got our only jumpsuit, which is surprising because was it Simplicity? Who had all the jumpsuits? But here we are. This one is a pretty basic like fit and flare situation. You've got your bust dart, pretty high neckline, sleeveless, but kind of low on the sleeve actually. Kind of low on the waist too, if I'm being honest. The bodice might be too big for her. But then you've got a pleated pant. And it stops at the ankle. I mean, this bold stripe is definitely a bold move. This is certainly a theme they're carrying through the collection, these little ties. A little sleeve added here. Belt, and then these sleeve tabs, adorable. I love the self belt. It needs something, right? Like, even though they broke up the stripes and made these horizontal and these vertical, like, I don't know, it needs something. Fit-wise is pretty good. Pretty good. It looks like they've got a decent crotch curve. There might actually be side seam pockets here. This fabric looks like it wasn't easy to press, though. And then maybe bias bound finishings here. Marlowe. Marlowe's cute. 6 to 14 and 16 to 24. Some wrong description, so we'll just ignore that. And then here are the line drawings. Cute. Yardage, cotton blends, linen for sure, poplin, and even stable knits. The problem with stable knits in summer is that they're just not very breathable. Like they're made from a lot of polyester, so it's like, who wants to wear that in summertime? That's what I think anyways. But I also live, in a very warm climate, so maybe that's just me. But 22-inch zipper, cording, single fold bias tape, and then your belting. The romper needs like no fabric. The jumpsuit, which is I think is what she was wearing, 2.5-ish. And then almost 3 for the one with the belt. And then useless measurements here, but cute. Very basic on the jumpsuit front, considering some of the jumpsuits we've already been seeing for the past few years. Sequoia. Wow. Short pants and belt. So this is the description that was on the jumpsuit. But paper bag waist, self belt, gathers, which is just odd in this leather, and then a cuff. I do appreciate the inseam length. These sit at the natural waist, maybe even above it a little bit. Here's the pants, so cute. Actual belt carriers. Oh, and then you also have like a little, I guess that's like a skirt. Is it shorts underneath? That's a cute little look with the red heels and all. She could wear that. Her mom could wear that. Her grandma could wear that. Like, I think that's for everybody. This is a little concerning. Maybe a little short in the back rise. Or the crotch length. So the skirt, oh, it doesn't say if it's shorts underneath. It's got to be shorts underneath, right? Cute though. I love a paper bag waist. Alphanumeric sizing on this. That's interesting. Extra small through medium and then large through 2X. Paper bag, elastic waist, sarong, cargo shorts with belt and pants. Crepe, faux leather, poplin, cotton blends. B and C have some lining somewhere. Elastic waist, and then D-rings for the belt. And then just around 2 yards for everybody. Half a yard of lining, so that's just for the waistband then. And then very, roomy at the hip line. Cute. Was that the last? It was the last one. What did you guys think? I'm actually, in first seeing that initial, this guy, I was like, oh, or was it this one that they had on the cover image? I was like, oh man, we're really in for some like tween, fashion here. But I really do think a lot of them are very wearable for lots of different ages if you think about different fabrication. So you have to kind of, use creativity a little bit, use your imagination. Gone are the days when we're going to be like mimicking exactly what is on the pattern cover for McCall's. But if you think about some prints that you love and fabrics that you love, you could certainly make a lot of these very age appropriate, no matter what age you are on the calendar or in your heart. But there's certainly some real stunners in here, especially when we got toward these dresses. I'm obsessed with this one. Definitely going to make that one. So I am loving it. I think they did a great job. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And that's going to do it for me today. I will see you all again very soon. Bye.